We're recording. Another MotoVas review. Today on the 1190 Adventure bike. This one is a 2015 model. They started shipping them to the States officially, I believe, 2014. It's a V-twin, but it's slightly narrower. It's like a 73 degree. 150 horsepower. You got tubeless spoked wheels, front and rear. 19-inch on the front. 17, I think, on the back, with some Continental tires. Let's see what it can do so I can tell you more. Where are we going, by the way?
It broke.
Yell at it. Where are we going?
Where do you want to go? Where do you want to go? I want something cold. I want a cold, tasty treat.
Let's go to Jewel. Let's take the long route, though. Alrighty, so this bike here is due for the first service, but that's besides the point. Is competing, I suppose, with the Ducati Multistrada and the BMW GS, which I guarantee you we will talk about on this trip. This bike is slightly smoother than the Multistrada, even the new one, I think, and it does not have variable valve timing like the Multistrada does. But this is a slightly heavier motor and slightly heavier motorcycle, so that's probably why. Well, because of the counterbalancing. But I have ridden one of these quite a lot, and one time I rode it with a passenger down to Arkansas, and I did a little bit of off-road. I don't do a lot of off-road because I live in the city. Actually, I do none of it. 99% of my riding is on tarmac. And in any case, I absolutely am amazed by this bike. It is so fast, it gives you a false sense of speed because you're so comfortable and so upright, and the clutch is so easy to pull. I mean, it's every bit as quick as that 959, but without any of the downsides. It's comfortable, it doesn't get as hot. You can take luggage with it, your passenger is comfortable, you got wind protection. I do wish they had fitted cruise control on it. It goes like a sport bike, that's for sure. Let's see if we can maybe do a roll on the start. Left them in the dust! Oh, he's gonna say he was not in sport mode, or in sport mode, not in race mode. This one has all the modes as well. It does have electronic suspension on it. They start off, I believe, at about $16,999, I think. But we do have a couple of 15s, so you could probably get a better price on those. You do not get the bags from the factory, and I think the bags will run you about $1,200 if you wanted those. And for a while I kind of said KTMs are so good, they're almost like BMWs where they lack character. There's not something more to them, but I believe I was wrong, and it's kind of evident in this bike. It works so well. This transmission is smooth, exactly on and off, like I always complain about. It's much smoother on this bike than most other bikes I've ridden. And it's very fun to ride. I love riding this bike and kind of going in and out of traffic. I almost want to say I might even like this more than the Multi. However, what I don't really care about are the looks. I'm not crazy on the design of this bike. Ducati is a sexier looking machine. But again, KTM was built to be kind of more hardcore, more rugged. The brakes on this bike are very good, but I'm not sure if it's the false sense of speed on this bike, or if they could put slightly better brakes on it. No problem in the handling department. You can toss this bike around like a sport bike, as you can see. And again, you're so upright, your back is happy, your hands are happy, your entire body just enjoys sitting on this bike. The seat is slightly harsh. Comfort seat would probably be nice. And then the wind protection is pretty damn good. The hand guards, the windscreen, which is adjustable slightly, do make a nice wall of protection for you. You got a 12-volt outlet here, so you can plug your phone if you get a little adapter. Move over here. But this bike is just really a blast to ride. It's super easy to ride. It makes you feel like you can jump, you know, this curb right here. Just go on the road and then just jump it and just have fun. Yeah, I think the brakes could have been slightly better, to be honest. Are we in sport mode? We are in sport mode. See, the KTM's electronics is what... I wish they would ease up just a little bit. We are in sport mode, and it was pretty much wide open in first gear. And it tried to do a wheelie, but you could so feel the electronics saying, nope, 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 no wheelies. Ducati, if you soften them up, it will let you do that, while still keeping you safe, which I do like. This bike, you can totally feel them kind of getting in the way and really kind of holding you back. And as far as I know, there's not a whole lot you can do about it. So that takes a little bit of the fun away. I mean, you can't turn them off, don't get me wrong, but you do want a little bit, and still the ability to do slight roll-on wheelies, if you ask me. And yes, I'm sure if you're interested in this bike, you sooner or later came across the negative reviews about the airbox not sealing all the way and getting dust in there. Well, let me tell you, they really stretched that one. It was two guys who were pretty much doing the Baja 1000 on stock bikes, and they cried about dust in the airbox. I'm sorry, if you're doing that kind of riding, any bike will have that, and you should take certain precautions and put, you know, a sock on the filter to get some of that dust away. If you're riding on the street with occasional off-roading, you will never have that problem. And on top of that, KTM even said that they will put new airboxes on them should you complain. It's absolutely bizarre how some people are saying, oh, even street bikes get it. We did 3 or 4 of them, not a single one had any dust in it. So that's... If you're that crazy about it, then this is not the bike for you to begin with. Please go get a BMW and whine about that. This is a rider's bike. This is a hardcore machine. You get some dust in there, big deal, clean it out, keep going. And speaking of BMWs, if you ask me, you would be a madman to get a BMW over this. There is absolutely not a single thing that I can think of that the BMW GS will do better than this bike, except maybe one, which is empty your bank account faster. It costs more money, it's not nearly as fun to ride. I'm pretty sure it's a heavier bike as well. I'll be honest, I have not done any off-roading on a GS. I have done slight off-roading on this, liked it. So I don't know how the off-roading part will go. But the GSs are so hyped up, and the people that get them, they really remind me of Harley people. They're really kind of clueless, and I don't think they really know how to ride. Or ride these bikes the way they should be ridden, for that matter. Yet they'll tell you anything you want to know about any other bike that they've never ridden. They sit and read reviews all day long, and then they think that they've ridden all these bikes. They live in the fantasy world. I've ridden the GS. It's a boring bike to ride. It's smooth, it's easy to ride, it's comfortable, yada yada yada, lots of features, but it's uneventful and unexciting. I feel lame every time I ride one. And sure, when it came out, it was a kick-ass bike. There was nothing like it. But now there's so many more choices of so many other bikes that will do everything that the GS will, and then some. And you'll have so much more fun. Tiger Explorer, KTM 1190, Multistrada Enduro. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. I'm sure even the Aprilia. Tell me what is new on the GS? Oh, it's a whole new bike. It's not a new bike. It's the same pile with a few updates. We'll go this way. Oh, but it's got liquid cooled heads. Well, this got liquid cooled heads, cylinders, and anything else you need. And so does that, so that's nothing new. But anyway, BMW is a great bike. This is a great bike, greater bike if you ask me. KTMs are made in Austria, in case you didn't know. And KTM stands for keeps taking money. Haha, that's a joke. It's No the Mechanic. I'm gonna go. Nice hot day today, huh? How about it? Finally. What do we got here? Modes, yada yada yada. We gotta do the first service. Ooh, it does have tire monitoring. 3642. Nice feature. Ooh, it's 80 degrees, give or take. God, you gotta love the Germans and Austrians. 79.7 degrees Fahrenheit is the air temp. They give you the tenths of a degree, just so you know exactly where you're at. The oil temp doesn't even have that, but the air temp does. Because it does matter whether it's 80.2 or if it's, 79.8. And the date is in the European format. So let's grab some food and then we'll chit-chat some more when we're out. And look how easy it is to maneuver this thing. It's unbelievable. I love this bike.
How was the ride, mate?
It was great, mate. I'm gonna pause it for a minute while we go shopping.
Okay.
Back on the bike. Not sure what else I can tell you about this. Mike, surely enough, did say that he was in sport mode and not race mode. Great bike this is. And they do make the Super Adventure version, which has even a bigger motor, 160 horsepower, and all the bells and whistles you can think of, cruise control, blah 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 blah. And please, if you can give me any tips on what I can do better, talk slower, get a better microphone, stop shaking your head, camera is too low, feel free to comment. I like criticism. I will do my best to improve and keep this going, because we did get 20,000 views overall on our channel, which we are very very thankful for, guys. I guess you like what you see, and we would love to deliver more reviews and do things better if we can. So thanks for riding with us. See you soon.